Thank you, Madam Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters. Welcome to Toastmasters Evaluation, Touching Hearts and Minds, Speechcraft Educational Presentation Evaluation. Who is this session for? It is for attendees and speechcrafters new to Toastmasters and Evaluation, as well as the teachers, experienced Toastmasters wanting a fresh perspective. I mention this because if you are either one of these, then you're in the right place. The framework for this presentation is going to be my personal framework, which I want to share with you in the form of a syllogism, if you will. Toastmasters is evaluation. Toastmasters evaluation is touching hearts, touching minds. We will also share a very useful acronym to remember this method. And then finally, a metaphor for live delivery as opposed to a written format of the evaluation. The useful acronym is called the S.H.O.E evaluation method. It's created by Susan Shulz, DTM, 2014 District 84 evaluation champ. It's going to be in the form of S, what you saw, H, what you heard, O, opportunities for improvement, E, for encouragement. Let's start with what you saw. The physical delivery. Were they confident, assured? Did they provide eye contact? Facial gestures? Did they smile? Was their body language matching the words of the speaker? Oh my God, I'm so comfortable. This doesn't particularly look comfortable. You want to match that up for even more effectiveness. Did they use visual aids, props? Were they visible? Use of the physical floor or Zoom space? Were the audience, were they laughing? Did they provide reactions? Our framework, this is part of touching the mind and sharing what you observed. What you heard, the voice, could it be heard by everyone? Was there vocal variety, pace, tone, emphasis? Were the word choices vivid, clear, eloquent? Were there pauses used effectively? In other words, to emphasize a point. Was there a memorable message? For example, Dave Bones putting out there that Toastmasters evaluation is touching hearts and minds. What you heard continued speech development. Was the speech organized with an opening, body, and conclusion? Did it keep in mind the audience's attention? In other words, did we overload them through disorganization, or in fact, was it organized? Was there a logical flow, good transitions, references shared when appropriate? Continue with what you heard, effectiveness. What was the speaker's purpose? Was it to inform, to inspire, to entertain? Was the topic appropriate accordingly? Our framework is also touching the mind and sharing what you observed in your hearing. Opportunities for improvement is the next category, personal observations and feedback. We have two principles that we like to follow. First one is that it's constructive feedback, not advice or criticism, and that it have a positive focus in three different ways. One, limited to 2 or 3 items. Secondly, it's your opinion based on these observations of what you saw, what you heard. And then finally, positive recommendations on how to improve. My personal addition here is I would encourage an evaluator to be empathetic, enhancing further the strengths that they already have. Line up what they value with your suggestions, in other words. In our framework, this is also part of touching the heart in this case. We were talking about touching the mind, now we're getting to the touching the heart category. Encouragement. General tone and delivery for feedback. We would suggest that it be encouraging, motivating, and positive. The framework is also part of touching the heart in this case, in my view. Now, we do have these evaluation forms that was alluded to in the beginning. These forms will be used in Pathways, which is the curriculum that Toastmasters uses for every project, every level, every path. And each evaluation form does vary in project description, of course, because they're different projects. However, uses the same method for filling this out. I want to show you a PDF example of a level 1 icebreaker project. Let's take a quick look at that. We don't have time to go into everything in my brief time with you here today. However, I just want to show you very quickly what this looks like. And this will provide an example. I'll be emailing this to you all later. Quickly want to show you what the numeric section looks like. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I personally don't tend to use a lot of the numeric, but you certainly can. There's plenty of material to study that. What I find very useful is the commentary on the right. That would be for your consideration. I don't take a hard stand either way on that. Now, delivering the evaluation, the metaphor that we often use in the absence of that specific format is called the sandwich method. We've been using this for years, and it's a really good one. That's why we actually use it. It outlines, you might say, in the sandwich, the bread, the inner part of the sandwich, the meat, if you will, and then the bread in the form of starting with authentic praise, then opportunities to enhance, improve further, sort of in the middle of this sandwich, and then ending with a motivating and positive message. To recap, we've covered the framework, my personal framework to share with you in this presentation, where Toastmasters is evaluation. Toastmasters evaluation is touching hearts and minds. The S.H.O.E evaluation method, delivering an evaluation, the alternative to the Pathways evaluation written format with the sandwich method. Congratulations to all of you in attending the Speechcraft series. We're not done yet, and I certainly look forward to connecting further with each one of you. Back to you, Toastmaster.